Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new video. It's another Titanic update. I have completed E-Deck now. We are making some very steady progress on this ship. I'm excited. We've got seriously. Alright, let's check if it's a thunderstorm real quick. It is not. Alright, so back to regularly scheduled weather. This is the ship so far. It's looking pretty good. Here's kind of an overview of the deck. I'm sure you can already spot most of the big mile markers for E-Deck. But we will go ahead and start from the front and work our way back for specifics. So starting at the front, we have our typical crew quarters area. I will note that this is the deck that has the little wraparound thing, and then has this little area up here, as well as the entrance to the chain lockers. But, you know, here's what the chain lockers look like. It's pretty neat. We have a lot of these. Then we have the third class area. Now I realized I made a mistake and I can't correct it because of where the staircase kind of sits in relation to some of the cabins. But I did have to like shove this staircase pretty far forward. That's just kind of like a temporary fix. I mean, I say temporary. It's not like I can make it more permanent or anything like that. We'll see how that goes because D-Deck is one block taller than E-Deck, so we'll see how the open space comes together with the third class well deck, or with the forward well deck. Have some crew quarters over here, cargo hatches. The actual gangway doors are right here. So this is one of the spots you would board in as a third class passenger. We have the hatchway light and air to the, well, really just light to the first class squash court. And then we have, this is what the new Scotland Road is. It's basically the exact same except for it's a little bit wider, so that's a lot nicer. Third class cabins, crew stuff. It just kind of keeps going. We have first class cabins. So here is what a regular one of those looks like. And here is what the big one looks like. We've got the stairs here. And then, you know, just a ton of stuff. Here are the E-Deck elevators. Here is the grand staircase. The grand staircase down to F-Deck ended up kind of getting shrunk. I wanted to focus a bit more on Scotland Road, and the grand staircase kind of got a little bit shafted in the process. I think it was worth it. We'll see if I think the same thing when I finish up with D-Deck. And yeah, so it's pretty stagnant for a while. We've got a lot of cabins and all that stuff. We got the entrance to the third class dining room. This is about where the switch kind of gets made to mostly designed after second class cabins. Basically, this whole deck, for those of you that don't know, is interchangeable first and second class, which is why you have collapsible gates like here. We also have the crew dining room and galley. We have some various entrances to the ship. We have a lot of galleys and stuff, actually. Actually, no, those are a lot on the lower deck, but this is kind of the connecting point for a lot of the galleys and such. Here's the hoist that goes down to G deck. Actually, wait, no. Let's see. E, F, G. So it goes down to the Orlop deck, actually. And it will go up to D deck. So now we have this part of the second class staircase. So this is interesting. This deck is supposed to be or this display is supposed to be of the world, but because I'm not building like a full-on world map in this game, in this Minecraft world, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep building up the Titanic, and I'm gonna replace these maps, and this will kind of be like a secondary christening ceremony, just to kind of see what each deck looks like layered on top of each other. Yeah, this is what it looks like right now. I think it's pretty neat. We have the second class staircase. I kind of tried to up the ante a little bit with some of the paneling. And yeah, we have the forward second class staircase. We have the after end of Scotland Road. We have the third class boarding area that you start in Titanic Honor and Glory. You have just a ton of third class stuff, all kind of heading all the way aft. And this little hatch finally gets to shrink down once it goes up here. This is the ladder lease all the way up to the rest of the deck. Other kind of neat notes, the ladder that goes from that area by the boiler room, that's done now. I'll point it out when we get there. Quite the flight. There we go, this one. This ladder is now done. One of the major escape ladders in the Titanic. Or at least it is, as far, like, in my opinion. So, stuff on this deck that now has lights. Kind of get to see what, like, major third class cabins look like. Get to kind of see what all these areas look like now that they have basically just about the proper amount of lighting. I think that's pretty nice. We have the first class squash court as well, having the proper amount of lighting, just about. It's very dark in here. We have... What else do we got? So... Oh, yes. Yes. Basically everything on F deck. We have the actual staircase. We have... We have the first class, we have the Turkish baths. We have, like, the electric baths and stuff. We have the cooling room. Or, no, the cooling room was the other one. This is these are the temperate and hot rooms. We have, the first class pool. I tried to kind of recreate the cross beams going across the room. The room does look a little odd without the changing stalls. I didn't have enough room for them. That's kind of one of the consequences, really, of just, like, slimming the ship out. But I'd say it's worth it. Oh, I never actually put lights in this room. The other ones of these are already done, so basically it just looks like what I'm doing now. Also, I haven't completely finished the new stuff for the boiler rooms. Like, there's some roof stuff that I haven't put in yet, but I have finished up a lot of the well, I have finished up something very important to the boiler rooms, and I will show that off. We have the laundry spaces. I think those look pretty good. I always go the wrong way. Now figuring the right way. The third class dining room is a pretty big one. This is what that looks like now. Once again, I tried to kind of create some of the cross beams and whatnot. I think it turned out pretty well. But yeah, now here are those. Here's what one of the finished, pre-finished fan rooms. So there's the engine room. Basically looks about the same, although it has its like some of its cross beams put in. The turbine room is starting to look pretty interesting. It's very dark, like over here, so I'll have to fix that. Kind of the problem with Minecraft lighting. And then the lower floor of the second class staircase looks like this, and the forward one looks like this. The absolute bottom of things that are potentially second class kind of goes down here. So, by the way, yes, this is interchangeable third and second class. So if you were a second class passenger, you could very well get cabins down here. Third class is looking fine. Now for the big thing I kind of mentioned for the boiler rooms. We're going to go ahead and check out boiler room 5. But I finished up the actual uptakes. So now we have those, which is very important because these do a lot to like obstruct the view of the boiler rooms. So it kind of defines a massive chunk of those rooms. And I think that that's like a good thing because it also blocks off this area. So now the actual funnel uptakes are also pretty clearly defined. And yeah, the next deck up is going to be a massive one. We're going to get like all kinds of important rooms throughout from the ship's history. We're going to get the first and second class dining rooms. We're going to get the galleys. We're going to get the open space, the reception room, stuff like that. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.